So good morning. I'm going to make something very traditional. It's called Irish batch bread. So the bread is baked together, not in a tin, not in a hoop, or even on its own. And I'll show you the shape I'm going to use in a minute. So the dough has been made with an overnight sponge. It's been mixed and has had 1 hour's bulk fermentation, and I scaled it at 400 grams. I molded it and gave an intermediate proof of a half an hour, and now I'm just going to mold them up into a very tight ball. So it's a very untypical bread in terms of we're looking for a very tight texture. So I'm going to roll it up very, very tight into a tight ball, remold it. So I'm going to press it out. You can hear the gases coming out, and I'm just tucking the tail in there with my hand. See, that's 2. So I'm putting them into the shapes. Tiny dust of flour. And I'm going to just mold them up again, round them up. I'm making a ball, and a little bit of history for you. The word Boulanger in France is person who makes balls. So I am a Boulanger making the balls of dough here. This is Irish batch bread. You can see it's a very tight mold. So I'm putting them into the shapes, and I'll show you the shapes and explain it in a minute. So batch bread is baked together. The sides will have a crust. It'll have a crust top and bottom, and the ones in the center will have a very white, lovely open texture because it has no crust and all crumb. But it's very important that you mold it good and tight. Here are the final ones now. So I'm just putting a little bit of flour. So I'm just molding it, hand molding it over in itself. Slow down a little bit. So I'm forming it into a ball. And now I'm just rotating the dough, pinching with the palm of my hand and my thumb to get this little ball shape, forming a tail. And then I roll it forward, 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 and then back towards myself, forward, forward, pushing down with the heel of my hand, the edge. You see you end up with a really tight mold. There's nice life in the dough as well. There's a good gassing in it. And this is the final one. So I'll just do this single-handed. So we're actually expressing all of the gas out of it. So I'm a lefty, it suits the camera. Just molding it. Then I'm just pushing it with the heel of my hand, the heel and the edge of my hand, back, forming a boulanger. And you can see we're stretching out the skin here of the dough, get really good tension in it, which will give us volume in the dough when it's finished. That's it, it's standing up nice and proud. So I'll give you a look at the little box here now. So basically it's a wooden, it's called a setter. It's a wooden frame, and inside the wooden frame I have higher steel sides to accommodate the height of the dough when it proofs. And it also transfers the heat. I've just greased a little bit of silicone paper so that it releases from it nice and easy. I'll just take the camera off now. Have a look at them all together. So there we go. We have 9 batch bread, and they're scaled at 425 grams each. So they're going to prove into each other. There's nowhere left for them to go, so the only place they can go is rise upwards, and we should get a nice volume from them. They're a very, very traditional bread, which we've made at the family bakery for over 145 years. Hope you enjoy the video.